Hey guys, greetings from the NIO house Berlin, which you see behind me, and actually I've never thought that this will be ready today. Today is the Germany launch for NIO, and I actually came here the other day and it was far from being finished, this place. And so I didn't even upload a video because I thought, okay, I need more time to get this up and going. And so it's really a beautiful day today, very sunny in Berlin. And unfortunately not so sunny for the stock, right? What happened yesterday I really cannot explain. It's like down 8%, right? I've been looking into some of the news, that what's happening there. There was some news around Li Auto, so the kind of a competitor to NIO, if you will. I don't really like to include them, as you know, which is basically a plug-in hybrid, if you will. So they are not only a battery electric vehicle, but also having a combustion engine in it. There are some differences to some of the other plug-in hybrids, but anyways, it seems like China is phasing some of the support for such kind of cars out. It's actually also a large part of what BYD is selling, and also some of the older German brands, I would say, having this introduction to electric vehicles with partly electric cars, which are kind of fake, to be honest, because that's not really battery electric technology, to be honest. And so, the news is that starting 2023, there will not be exemption for such vehicles for license plates in Shanghai anymore. And I first thought, okay, that's kind of big news, and it's kind of making sense, right, for what I've just argued and commented. However, the problem is that this news was actually published 1 year ago, so it's quite old news. And I don't know why this came up yesterday, actually, and it's causing to drop Li Auto by minus 13%. It's crazy. What a big drop there. And at the same time, dragging down the whole EV sector for China, like XPeng, NIO as well. And so that sell-off really wasn't explained by this kind of news, in my point of view, because it's actually old news. And actually it should be even good for NIO, right? Because in case that less plug-in hybrid cars can be sold because they don't get many license plate exemptions in Shanghai. That's only one little city, if you will, in China, right? Then this should be good for NIO, actually, because more people would opt for the fully battery electric car, right? Anyways, that doesn't explain in my views. Then there's another news around JP Morgan possibly saying that there are some headwinds for the vehicle sector in China in general, like weaker demand possibly, and we'll see. Can this cause such a big drop in Chinese EVs? Why doesn't Tesla, for example, drop then? Why all of the other automakers like BMW, Volkswagen and so on, why did they quite well? It doesn't make sense, right? And so this doesn't really explain either. Another argument could have been maybe US dollar spiking. So I've been talking about that. This is a key thing to watch. Also in my video with Tom Hayes, by the way, watch it if you haven't, about macroeconomics and possible catalysts. I said like that the US dollar, of course, is strengthening, and it's really crushing markets all over the place. And of course, for Chinese companies and companies earning their money in RMB, that's also an issue when reporting. And so that might be an issue, but the dollar is now lower than it was than NIO a couple of days ago, so that doesn't explain either, right? And to be honest, like, these volatile movements in the dollar are to be expected. So my general guess is that this was kind of maybe short sellers trying to press their bets and try their luck. Maybe NIO would disappoint in October or going forward, and if that, then the stock would possibly not recover. Otherwise, if they would have like decent deliveries and show growth, and if they're not affected by this, and if the ET5 is ramping up nicely, and such events like happening today are going well, like here in Berlin, then possibly the stock will just recover. That's it. And so we've seen this weakness in Hong Kong, specifically at low volume, when traders are currently not in town because due to the holidays. And so this is really weird. Just might 10 cents around this cannot really explain such a large move isolated to these companies, to be honest. And so yeah, now we're gonna take a look at this NIO house a little bit further. The ET7 looks fantastic inside. And I've heard that by the event, for the event where I'm now going, for the launch event, there will be even the ET5. So really looking forward to this. I have no idea what's coming, but thank you NIO for inviting me today. It's gonna be epic.